Hello everybody, back here again for the vlog a day, and today is Thursday the 29th, and also known as leap day of the leap year. So it's a beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame. Really didn't have anything planned, didn't have anything going on. Didn't have any dog or anything coming today, which is super weird for me. It's happened again. I had Tuesday was the first day, aside from when I went to Iowa to see people. This is the first day I've been. Tuesday was the first day I've been off, and then I got sunburnt pretty bad, so I've been kind of dreading that a little bit. So been paying for that stupid mistake there. So yeah, dealing with that. But I got up this morning, had nothing else to do, and one of the things my wife had said that she was wanting to get me for Christmas was a season pass to the new aquarium they opened up there in Daytona. At the time it wasn't open yet. It actually just opened a couple days ago, and I thought, well, I'll go up there and check it out. And I looked online. It's only like, I don't know, it's a couple hundred. It's under $200. I don't remember what it was now. I remember thinking it was not that much money, and whatever it was per trip, if you go 4 times, I think you break even. I think that's what it was. So I thought, okay, whatever. So we'll go up there and check it out. So I kind of did a little shopping on the way up there, just kind of cruising up, went up to A1A, just jumping on the interstate and not seeing nothing. Hit a couple different tire shops, trying to find a place that will let me borrow or rent or buy but return some tires. I bought a bracket that I can hang on the hub of my new Suburban that allow me to hang a tire on it, and then I can push the tire in and out and figure out the exact back spacing I want for a rim. And even if I don't find a shop that actually makes the rim exactly to my specifications, I can set some parameters going up to X amount of tire, up to X amount of back spacing, it'll clear. So let's say I wanted to have like a 315, 40, 20, and 315 is the millimeter wide, 40 is 40% of that width in the sidewall height, and then 20 inch is the rim size. I would have that measurement. I would put it on that machine, on that little bracket. I'd move it in and out until it fits, put the weight on it, on jack stands, bring it back down the ground, get it off the jack so it sits at right height. Now it's not exactly correct, because in theory I should have my shock and my springs, then flex the axle in and out and make sure it clears all the way around. But I don't plan on, if I get that close, then if I'm trying to be that tight and that refined into it, I'll just go one side down in the tire. I'll go with a 305 instead of a 315. I'll go with whatever it takes. Or if I can, I'll move the back spacing out another quarter inch, whatever. So, but yeah, that's kind of my goal, and nobody understands what the hell I'm saying. Like, well, you sell your tires. I'm like, well, I'd like to buy, anywhere from 3 to 7 different tires, and that are all different sizes, because I can put one tire on there and still not be exactly right, where I could put a bunch of tires on it and get it dead nuts perfect. And then whoever's wanting to help me with this, I'm willing to buy all 4 tires from you. So even if I get 4 tires out of there, so there's really not any return on the money, I'm willing to pay cash, so that way I'm not stealing your tires. But I need to be able to return them back. 85% of the shops I talked to said absolutely not. We don't even do a return on tires. Once they leave the door, 100%, they're gone forever. And the other ones were like, we don't even sell bare tires. You have to have them mounted and balanced here. We won't even sell you a tire to take home and put on your rim. Which I thought, what if I wanted to buy a tire to go hang on my wall? What if I wanted to buy a tire and put my kid in it and roll him down a hill? What the hell? So other ones look at me like I'm absolutely nuts. Like, I'm not giving you free tires. I'm like, I've never asked for it. Other ones are like, well, we have anywhere from a 10 to 25% restocking fee. We'll let you return them. But these tires are like $500 a piece. So $10 is $50 just to try. So if I do 5 tires, it's $250. Just take some tires home to try them. And if it's 25%, that's $125. And per tire times 5, it's $600. Just to bring some tires home to see if they fit. I'm like, you guys are out your damn mind. So absolutely crazy. Like, I'm fine with figuring out something, but I'm not giving you $600 to carry home some tires for 24 hours and hand them back to you. So I talked to a handful of used tire shops, and then I even talked to all the shops. They even said, hey, do you guys have any takeoffs that you're sending off for scrap, that you're they're bald and stuff? I don't care if the sidewall's blown out, the shape's still there. That's all I need. They're not gonna hold air, never gonna be on the road. I'll sign whatever release if you're worried about me saying I bought a tire from you and killed my family in an accident, whatever. None of that crap, nothing. Couple shops that act like they would let me take home some scrap tires that were garbage and junk. Biggest they have was like a 245, 75, 20 or some crap. And I'm like, well, that doesn't do shit. I've got bigger now in my truck right now, so that doesn't mean good. So yeah, no idea with it. That was not helpful. And even hit up a couple hot rod shops that talk to them like, hey, how do you guys go about finding this? You know, is this something that makes any sense to you? Do you have any old tires from shit like you took off and whatever and whatnot, kind of thing, that maybe somebody bought in a set of wheels and tires that they didn't like the tires were getting a little bit bald, they're going to go on power tour, do you have any laying around? The guy's like, no. And the one guy was like, actually, we might be able to help you. There's a guy right up here at one of the chain discount tire shops that he's like, hey, talk to James. James does it all the time. We always get all our tires from James. And basically, you know, tell me what you're doing, because they'll bring tires back down to their place and then return them. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm like, go up there, talk to James. And James is like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, this makes no sense at all. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, I talked to the, you know, hot rod shop over here. He told me to talk to you, and he said that they return tires. He goes, well, yeah, but we get them right the first time, and if we don't, we'll get them back a different tire. And I'm like, that's what I want. But instead of getting all 4 of one style tire, I want to get 4 different size tires, take them back, and then whatever size fits the best, I will then, at that point, guess what? I'll buy 4 more of that size. Like, what the hell can you get me? He goes, well, no, I might have some there in the used pile, because I was just hanging out in the used world. Came back with one used tire, which was 335 20, I don't know, 335 20 22 inch rim or some shit. And I'm like, definitely not. I don't think that'll fit in there. Definitely won't fit on front. I want to have all 4 same size. I haven't made them 100% mind up yet. And he keeps trying to look up in the computer what'll fit my truck. I'm like, you can't look at first off, your computer don't go back this far. And it's been lowered. It's not stock. You guys have no idea. I need this tire thing. And he said he'd sell me that used tire, that one oddball tire. He said it's been there for at least 6 months. He goes, maybe a lot longer than that, I don't know. We can't even sell it as a new tire because it's not in our SKU system and stuff. And they still wanted $100 for it. For an old used tire that they don't even have, they can't get the match set for the 3 if I wanted it. So they want $100 to take an old shitty used tire out of their shop. And I'm like, you have yourself a wonderful day there, James. So, yeah, even I'm getting told, hey, these guys do good, you know, go talk to them, they help with us. And I even said, like, you do realize that the hot rod shop sent me here and said, you guys do the tires. He goes, huh. But that's not, I'm like, do you want me to claim I can do this under my business? You know, I can set up a business account with you, if that's what it is. I'm not just some idiot out here with no money. Like, I'll run my my EIN number. Like, I can basically even put it on tax exempt if that'd make you happy, because I'll just sell the damn tire to myself and charge sales tax and I'll be good. So who gives a shit? But there's like, nope, not how we're doing it. I'm like, okay. So I was superbly annoyed by that, but decided to hold it. Got down there, went over by the aquarium. Thought, well, I'll go relieve some of this annoyance of dealing with just people and talk to those guys and check it out. And I get there, and it's about, I don't know, 5 minutes before it opens, and there's 65 to 100 people out front standing in line in the parking lot. And I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that today yet. It's still too new. News been talking about it, and it is slam packed with people. And I really was not in the mood to deal with a bunch of people. So instead, headed back around, hit a couple more less shops, hit a couple pet stores, mostly aquarium stores, checked out some fish there. Instead of going to the fancy aquarium, went to the retail aquariums. So went there, checked them out, and kind of enjoyed my trip there. Moseyed back home slowly, hit up Harbor Freight, had to return some stuff that I bought that was garbage. And at that point, bought a couple other things I needed. And from there, got back, stopped in at a little tire shop here I've dealt with in the past a lot. And I talked to him a while back and about doing the tire thing. This is actually talked to the owner, which is Mike's Discount Tire, right there in Edgewater. And I told him, I said, hey, I finally got the equipment. I was wondering if I could get those tires. And he said, you got to talk to the owner. So I called the owner and put him on the phone with the employee. And he said, absolutely, go for it. So I went back to back, and we just grabbed 2 tires at the time that were kind of, I don't know, they should fit. We'll see. They'll at least get me the ballpark. So I ended up with a 315, I don't know, 30 series, 20, I think it was. And then like a 295, I don't remember what they are. But I got both those tires. So tucked them in the back of the truck. Also on the way back, I almost forgot, I stopped by the storage unit and grabbed another truckload full of stuff from my father-in-law that we have in the storage unit. It's been there for a few years now. That, I don't know, it's a few $100 a month. The thing is air conditioned, all the whole thing is, nothing in there would be worth the money that we're paying for 1 month, let alone all the months. Once we got rid of all the records out of there, there was nothing there of any value of anything. But we gotta go through your stuff. So I'm slowly bringing stuff to him. Then he goes through it, says he's gonna throw it all away. Then what he's gonna throw away, my wife goes through, pulls out a few things that she wants, and then it comes to our house, and the rest goes in the trash. So paying $100 a month for something that goes in the trash for, I don't know, it's been a couple of years now, whatever it's been. whenever I had my motorcycle wreck. So however long ago that's been. So it was shortly after that when he went into assisted living. And then after that, we ended up putting my shit in storage and got rid of the house. So yeah, that's what we ended up with there. So, but yeah, got there to the house, chucked the tires out, went ahead and unloaded all the boxes into his house. With the sunburn's always fun. So I'm trying to carry boxes against my belly. My belly hurts. So yeah, not the best way to have it, but it is what it is. So from there, took my tires over, took the boxes my wife wanted over also, stuck them in the garage for her, and waited for it. Did not check the fitment on the tires on the Suburban, so it was late enough that I said to hell with it, and went and got my run in. Got done with that, went and got myself a shower, and wife got home, and I ended up cooking dinner. I ended up having just chicken patties and Arby's fries in the air fryer, and it turned out surprisingly pretty good. I probably should have done them separately. The fries had a little too much frost on them from being old in the freezer, so I really should have shook them out first and got rid of that, because it took a little longer to burn off all that extra wetness, and then I had to put some crispier fries than I really wanted. So yeah, that's kind of what it is there. So we got done with it, and then ended up having a meet and greet. Actually, went happened before dinner while I was on work. Had a client reach out wanting to watch their dog for like 10 days or something, coming up here a while. And I guess they said I'd watched the other dog, but not this new dog yet, which was all fine. But I wasn't sure who it was. They said the name of the dog, but I didn't recognize the name of the owner and the dog together. And I was like, okay, whatever. Got there for the meet and greet, and I recognized I guess their son, which was the owner of the original dog, which I think this dog is kind of more the parent's dog kind of thing, but I'm not really sure how that breaks down exactly, because they all live in the same house, so it's all there. But that was the bulldog that I was watching that ended up, I'd watched the dog a bunch, but the dog was really old, had breathing issues and stuff, and then started getting real bad one day, and I tried to reach out to him, got no answer. Dog got worse, reached out, got no answer, got worse, reached out, got no answer, and it got like super late. Their flight had got delayed after they'd already boarded the plane. They had to deboard the plane. The plane went short or something. Got back out. He forgot to turn his plane back off airplane mode on his phone. So the entire time went in the airport. Then the entire flight, the phone's off. Lands and sees like a dozen messages and voicemails from me. I was like, oh shit. He's like, hey, I'm going. Because I realized at that point, he's like, I live north, quite a ways north of me. I'll go to drop the parents off, and I'll head to the house. So he said something, just picking the dog in the morning, which was the plan originally. It was pretty late, and I said, no, you need to get the dog tonight. Like, I don't know how well it's going to go. I want you to see the dog so you can make a decision if the dog needs to go to the vet or not for emergency service, or at this point, euthanasia, because the dog's we had to talk a lot, and we were chatting a little bit, and then he basically reached back out because he's driving, he's not texting. So I'm like, hey, finally text, he goes, hey, I'm getting close to home, here's my address. I said, well, I'm already north of the airport, so I'm going to meet you there instead of trying to meet me somewhere. So met him there. About 20 minutes after they got home, I got there, got the dog unloaded, got them together, and got the dog inside, which was not the easiest thing to do. And he could tell the dog was breathing pretty hard, and he was very thankful it happened. I moseyed home. This is like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. It was super late, ridiculous time frame, and I'm moseying home at a slow pace, just clearing my mind of what just happened and how bad this and how risky this was, and just the whole, still in Sacs. I mean, it's a dog. And then before I made it to the house, I just finished my cigar on my slow drive back home. So within hour and 10 minutes like that, I got a call or a text in the fact that the dog had passed away. So once I realized who it was, I was like, yeah, makes sense. I got a problem. I met the new dog. New dog is super hyper, completely opposite of the bulldog. But this dog just showed up in their yard one day because they weren't planning to get a dog, and they got this dog. So yeah, the dog's coming. I got that booked. It's always nice. It was good seeing them again. I'm glad he's doing well. I was really concerned about him because I know he had that dog since he was a little kid. Now he's like a full-grown adult out of college and working at the hospital and stuff. So made me happy to see that he's doing better. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Ended up outside, finished up the evening with a cigar, came back in, wanted to watch a little bit with my wife. She was tired enough, she didn't feel like watching anything, but she kind of ended up watching the entire episode of a show that she don't really want to watch, but she didn't really have to pay attention to it. So she'd ask me a few questions. I'd answer about the show I watched, not one she watches. So worked out well. Then we wrapped it up and called it a night. I tried to get some sleep in my sunburn. So that's all I got for now. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.